future, I'll be able to expand this thing. If you discover that you've built your pedal, for example, and you've used all the components on here, and you try to put it together and you discover you can't shove it in because the components are too tall, I'm going to provide 2 wings that, without changing anything you've done, you don't have to rip any wires out or do anything else. You'll slide in these 2 wings that are shaped like U-brackets. Each one's half the size of the box. You slide in one from this side, one from that side, and the screws you put through lock them in place so they can't escape, and it becomes taller, and the whole box ends up taller with this solid wall of metal around here. It gives you 1 1/3 inches of room for components on the inside. That's a lot of room. In fact, it's so much room that I can make modules that are stacked circuit boards. I could use 3 stacked circuit boards that are about 1 inch and 1.1 inches by 3 inches that will still fit on this experimenter socket, and I can stack them up to 5 deep. So I can end up with a brick of circuits that is essentially 15 square inches of circuitry, all squeezed down into this little box with 16 pots and 17 LEDs you have access to and 2 little flip switches. You could fit a small supercomputer in here. It's amazing. In the future, we're planning to expand it as well. On the inside of here, see this panel? It's the back side of the ZVEX plate. These 2 screws come out, little Phillips screws. These 2 little screws right here come out, and you can take out this panel. You've got an open window just like there is between these 2 boxes. Now you can add another box, and we're planning on making one that's much like the nano head amplifier. It'll provide you with 2 tubes that are a total of 4 triodes, a power supply, and an output transformer, so you can build your own amplifier or your own preamp or your own buffer or anything you can think of that you want to use tubes for. It'll also have sockets on the inside for high voltage components, capacitors and resistors that will be working better with the vacuum tube circuitry. And you'll be able to pass the signals right through into this box, build up more circuitry onto here, onto there, and then pass through into here to get to your switches. Theoretically, you could set it up so that you've got a nano head style amplifier here, 2 effects in here, and as a brick you can carry around your entire rig except for the speaker cabinet. You can fit this in your guitar case in some cases.
That's really amazing. So essentially you're, in addition to being able to have all these insane effects and sort of invent your own, you're sort of educating people on how circuits work. And
I just did a little talk with 15 students that came through with a class. Henry Kaiser brought them through. And it was really interesting. They were very fascinated by the whole idea of making stomp boxes, and they want to make artistic stomp boxes, but when I showed them this thing, they suddenly got lights on, like, hey, I can build a pedal and actually play with it when I'm done, instead of having to build it into a box after I've designed it on a circuit board or on a breadboard. You don't have to do 2 steps, you just do 1. You can build up a circuit in the afternoon and be playing a gig that night, and it's safe. It's all tied together. The band holds it together so that it can't come apart. I've lost it right now. There it is. The band holds all the wires in place here. It comes with foam pieces that go in here and stack in and hold your parts in. It won't come apart. At any rate, both of the kits come with all the wires that you need, all the cables that you need, the tools, tiny screwdriver, it's very important, the little wire hangers that hold the thing in place. We're going to continue making more modules and introducing modules all through this year and next year. We're going to have, hopefully, a delay module, a 16-stage sequencer module, a ringtone module, or a ring modulator, a voltage-controlled amplifier, voltage-controlled filter, voltage-controlled oscillator. You'll be able to set up the 16-stage sequencer to have voltage outs, control voltage outs if you want to control other products, like Moog products that use control voltages on them. It should be a really fun device.
Yeah, so are you going to basically release every ZVEX pedal effect in a module?
As many as I can. I think that some will be obviated. For example, if I make a 16-stage sequencer, I won't need to make an 8-stage sequencer. I won't need to make a standalone wah if I make a wah module and the 16-stage sequencer. It'll sound identical, because I will make the wah sound identical to all of my wah products. I use the same wah in every one.
Really cool. Chris with Sound Pure and Zachary Vex signing off.